Robert Redford is gone. At 89 years old, the legendary actor, director, and activist who shaped generations of cinema has died. But behind the Hollywood glamour lies a burning question: what happens now to his vast legacy, his fortune, and his family dynasty? Because while the headlines focus on his films and awards, the real story is about what Redford left behind: his heirs, his wife, his grandchildren. How will his empire be divided? And what does his passing reveal about the hidden world of Hollywood estates, dynasties, and the fragile balance between legacy and loss? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we will uncover the untold story of Redford's personal life and family struggles, the battle over his $200 million empire that nobody is talking about, and the shocking truth about who actually inherits Hollywood's greatest fortunes.
This is not just about Robert Redford. It's about what happens when a global icon's final curtain falls. Robert Redford was not just a star, he was the star. The golden boy of the 1970s, the man who turned down blockbusters, who walked away from Hollywood to create the Sundance Film Festival, who redefined what an actor turned director could be. But behind the scenes, his life was marked by tragedy. His first son, Scott, died in infancy. His second son, James, a filmmaker like his father, died in 2020 after a battle with cancer. 2 children gone before him. That leaves 2 surviving daughters, Shauna and Amy. And then there are his 7 grandchildren, together with his second wife, Sibeli Sagars. These are the people closest to him when the spotlight faded. Now here's where it gets complicated. Robert Redford's estimated net worth, over $200 million, real estate stretching from California to Utah, art collections, film royalties, and the sprawling Sundance brand. So who gets what? Well, in Hollywood, it's never simple. Inheritance is not just money. It's control, it's legacy, it's power. Redford's surviving wife will almost certainly inherit a massive share. But his daughters, his grandchildren, they stand to gain a fortune too. And for James's children, this inheritance could be life-changing. But there's a twist. Some insiders speculate Redford may have locked much of his fortune inside trusts, a move that shields assets from both public record and estate taxes. That means, while the public sees the headlines, the real decisions about who inherits what are hidden, known only to his closest advisors. And here's where it gets even darker. Hollywood history shows us that family inheritance battles often turn bitter. Think of the fights over estates from Marlon Brando to Robin Williams. Money, power, and memory collide, and sometimes they tear families apart. Could the Redford family face the same fate?
Robert Redford once said, "All my life I have been restless. I have wanted to prove something." He proved plenty. He redefined American cinema, he created Sundance, he inspired generations, and now, with his passing, he leaves behind not just films, but a family tasked with carrying his name into the future. His wife Sibel, his daughters Shauna and Amy, and his 7 grandchildren, they are the living continuation of a man who never settled for less than excellence. But the story does not end here, because what happens next will determine not just where Redford's fortune goes, but how his legacy is remembered. Will it remain untarnished, or will the hidden battles of inheritance surface in the months to come? For now, we say goodbye to Robert Redford, actor, director, activist, icon, but the final act of his story is still being written. And you have to ask yourself, when legends die, do they really leave us, or do they live on through the legacy of what and who they leave behind? What do you think? Should Hollywood estates be made public so the world can see who inherits these vast fortunes, or should families be allowed to keep it all private? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I will be reading them tonight. And if you want to know the real truth about how celebrity dynasties are shaping Hollywood's future, click on the next video right here. I bet it's a story you won't forget.